Hello everybody, my mic was muted, and welcome to a movie review for Countdown. I do want to apologize, the last couple of days have been kind of insane, so I haven't put out a video, but don't worry, more videos will be coming, and I know I apologized a while ago. I put out a video saying Scooby-Doo next movie review, got blocked worldwide, haven't had time to edit it yet, a lot more editing on that than I thought I would have to do, so it's probably going to be delayed a little bit. But welcome to a movie that no one ever thought was going to be made, no one ever really cared about, and I've barely seen any trailer reactions for because this movie has not been really... I didn't know much about it until like a month or two ago, and it came out like a week ago. I'm recording this on October 30th, so... Fun fact. Now this movie, what this is about, to give you a description. People hear about this app, and this app will tell you when you are going to die. That's the concept of it. Now, fun fact, as I have a little video here from my phone, ignore all the other ones, but there is actually an app. I kid you not, there is an app. That's my phone. That is how much time I have left to live, supposedly. Of course, it's fake. And they say that in the movie, but it's fake. I've deleted it, which in the movie they can't do. I've deleted it, and then I have also reinstalled it, and it gave me a different set of a different time. So this movie, we're gonna go into some spoiler territory at the end of the video, which will really get my rating on this movie and the particular reason I give a rating on this movie. A lot of people I'm seeing are not liking this movie, and I get it. It's a stereotypical new horror movie with a lot of tropes. There is that scene where this guy just gives you information. It's there. It exists. Okay. The acting, I think, is pretty good. There's a guy from Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark in like the first scene, as well as I think it's Alex from the middle. Yeah, Alex. Axel, not Alex, Axel. Axel plays in this a couple of times he's seen. So that's quite cool. He's in it sometimes. Not as much as you'd like to see him in, because he hasn't been in much. He's really he's a TV show kind of guy. So seeing him in Countdown as a character named Scott, pretty cool. Just to see him outside of TV shows. Sorry about my yawning. But this movie, it does something a lot of other movies didn't do for me, and I'll explain why, again, at the end of the video. I'll let you know preemptively when I'm going to get into spoilers. But this movie, it's a stereotypical horror movie. Now, I downloaded the app before I saw the movie. And about halfway through, I was like, sorry for my yawning. Halfway through, I was like, maybe I should really delete the app. It scared me. Now, to be fair, apps are part of our everyday life. Phones are part of our everyday life. Technology, whatever you want to call them. I would be scared. I mean, the thing is, the people in this movie didn't click on it because they wanted to know when they died. They clicked on it because, or at least a lot of them, people thought it was just a false, phony thing. That's why they clicked on it. Thought it was a joke. didn't turn out to be a joke. But I really don't feel this movie is one of those movies that just kills people. I don't really feel that way. That's my personal opinion. But I do not feel it's that way. Because I'm not going to say how many, but it's not like... I mean, to be fair, there are a decent amount for a 90-ish minute movie, maybe a little bit longer. And like, I was enthralled in this movie. I never laughed at this movie. There, again, some people will call some of the subplots dumb. Yeah, I'm not going to get into those. The thing for me, and this is going to be kind of a short review, and I do apologize, but there really is only one thing that really just made this movie for me. Now, I'm going to kind of just go into spoilers, because this is really what I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to talk about it after I'm done yawning. I do apologize. I was not yawning before this, I swear. I swear. No, but the thing is, there'll be spoilers in this. Sorry, there'll be spoilers for Slender Man and the Bye Bye Man, which I will have reviews on eventually. But starting off with both of those movies, Slender Man, the Slender the Arrival and Slender the Eight Pages are amazing, amazing games, critically acclaimed, I'd say. And then that movie was just kind of a big flop. And there's one thing in that movie that made it a flop, as well as the Bye Bye Man. Now, every time I talk about the Bye Bye Man to anybody, I say, what a fantastic idea for a movie. Now, I know this is Countdown's movie review, not the Bye Bye Man, but I have to explain myself. And I'll say this again in that movie review whenever I get to it. The Bye Bye Man. Concept is, if I am talking to you and I say, you know what, don't think about this Countdown app. Be like, well, what are you going to be thinking about? Well, you're going to be thinking about the Countdown app because I told you about it. The Bye Bye Man, you're not supposed to think it, you're not supposed to say it. And that was a decent movie, pretty slow through most of it. But after I'm done yawning again, don't know why I'm doing this. I swear I don't know why. The Bye Bye Man falls to the same thing Slender Man did. Its ending. Those two endings are basically, and the spoilers for Slenderman, Countdown, and the Bye Bye Man. So this is 3 movie spoilers. I am letting you know now that there will be spoilers for all 3 movies in this review. Okay? Here we go. Slenderman. The only thing the main character can do in the end is getting taken by Slenderman. That is literally it. The movie ends with her getting slendered, as I'll call it. The Bye Bye Man. The only thing you can do is kill yourself. Or kill those who have heard or seen or written the name. That's basically it. The movie starts off with a guy killing everybody who knows of the name, including himself, and the movie ends with the main character after accidentally killing his girlfriend, which I really liked. Sorry, again, I don't know what's up with that. I really liked some aspects of that movie. The reason why he kills his girlfriend in the end is kind of a hallucination. Makes you think that it's his friend trying to attack his girlfriend, when in reality his girlfriend's attacking his friend, and he shoots his girlfriend and kills her. But the way he ends is he goes down and his family members are there and like outside the front door, and he's trying not to say the Bye Bye Man as the Bye Bye Man's coming down the stairs. And the only way he can think of keeping his mouth shut is killing himself. And I don't like that. for several reasons. One, it's a cop way out. You're copping. You're cop. It's a cop out ending. Okay, you're just kind of throwing it in there to complete your story. 2, why should I care about this character if this character is just gonna die? 3, why should I care about this YouTuber if all he's gonna do is freaking yawn all day? And I hated that. Okay, that's what I felt on the Bye Bye Man had such a good concept, but it fell so hard. And Slenderman had such great things behind it, and it fell so hard. Now countdown. We don't have many good horror movies. Now, I don't count it Chapter 2, which I will do a review for. I'm going to do it Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. But I don't know when I'll get to that. I probably will wait until Chapter 2 releases on Blu-ray. But, anyway, we don't have a lot of good indie horror movies. Hereditary is a really good one. I haven't done one on that yet. Don't Breathe is a really good one. And there's a couple other really good horror movies out there. The Boy is another one. They're going to be coming out with a sequel to that in the future here. The thing is, there haven't been many now. Like, within the last year, per se. Maybe a little bit less than that. I can't really think of one that stands out to me and me saying, that's a good indie horror movie. Because It Chapter 2 can't be counted as horror. The new Doctor Sleep coming out in November cannot be counted as horror. Neither of them can be counted as indie horror. They can be counted as horror, sorry, not indie horror. Because they're big budgets, big companies behind them. Countdown does not have a big company behind it. I mean, STX, yes. Semi-big company, but not as much as 20th Century Fox. Stop yawning me, please. Sorry, not as much as 20th Century Fox or Disney or a company like that. Now, the reason I say indie, so like, I'm trying to think of a Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark I would count as an indie film. It felt like an indie film watching it. It didn't feel like... It didn't feel like a AAA title. It didn't feel like it had a high budget behind it. It was good, I enjoyed it, but it didn't feel like that. And Slenderman came from a big company. So I really can't call that even an indie movie, because that came from Sony. Don't Breathe. Rotten Tomatoes approved. And that came from Sony as well. But it's like a underside company. I don't know if Slenderman is underside company or not, but either way, I enjoyed it. Don't Breathe is good. I'm going to be watching Ma soon, actually. I'm very, very excited. That might be a good indie movie. I count that as an indie movie. I haven't seen that one yet, though. Countdown, though. Time for the reason why I love this movie. And it's this movie's ending. If you haven't seen a movie called Hush on Netflix, check it out. Love that movie. And the reason is, the main character isn't dumb. Hush is about a woman secluded in a forest who is deaf. Not blind, deaf. I'm pretty sure deaf, right? Deaf. And it's scary. It's really scary. I'll see if I can find a Hush trailer and play the Hush trailer as well for you. Yeah, I'll play the Hush trailer for you so you can see, but it's a really good movie and you should check it out if you're looking for a good horror movie this October 31st. It's really good. Again, for me, it's the fact that the main character is not dumb. And that's what it comes down to. Countdown. The main character's not dumb. I mean, yeah, you make stupid decisions, and there's a very, very stupid decision in this movie. As I wrap around it here, I've already gone into spoilers, so I'm going to go further. There's this guy who's introduced about halfway through the movie. I didn't mind it. I was just enjoying the movie. But as I see, story-wise, I can see why that would be a problem. Just kind of appeared out of nowhere in a phone store. But he gets introduced, and they figure out, going to this guy, that it's a curse. And the guy's like, if we make this thing out of salt, this circle out of salt, we should be safe inside the circle. And it works. And if they had just stayed in that circle for just a couple more minutes or a couple more seconds, they could have broken the curse. Because they said that there was 2 ways that they could break the curse. 1, kill someone before their time expires on the app. So if anyone had the app downloaded and they died before the time that's specified on the app, that would break the curse, as well as surviving 1 second after the time specified would immediately break the curse. So they were going for the 1 second after, so that no one else would have to die. Well, this guy's tragic backstory, and I can kind of get how he may have been emotionally driven to ignore all sensibility in this sense, if I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. Basically, he stole a toy from his dying brother when he was younger. And that kind of haunts him to this day. Well, whatever this demon is that's using this app to kill people, in a certain sense, it's kind of complicated. You have to watch the movie to get the full details. It turned into his little brother and rolled his toy to him. He grabbed it, and then all he did was step 1 foot out of the circle, and it messed everything up. And the funny thing is, again, this is what I talk about, stupid things. He's just like, he gets dragged outside, and he's like, oh, I guess it let me go. I guess everything's okay, you know? Then a car comes out of nowhere and hits him into a tree. You know, squash. Like a sandwich. And I'm like, yeah, you kind of deserve that. I mean, yeah, I understand you stole your brother's toy and you're kind of upset. But, come on, man. Really? Really? But the main character, on the other hand, now there's a subplot of this doctor who tries to, I guess, rape this girl. But she literally shows that she's not interested in this and tries to back away. She tries to go tell someone, and the guy, because I guess he's higher up, calls that woman over to him to help him with something, to stop her from telling her. And then he goes and says that, sorry, again, I don't know what I'm yelling. He goes and says that she raped him, or was going to, which I find incredibly stupid, and I freaking hate the guy. But what she's like is, he downloaded the app. He has a lot of time left to live. So the next thing is, she is trying to kill him to save his sister, because his sister has 3 minutes less than she does. She was supposed to die with her. It's kind of complicated. Basically, the way it works is, this demon, I think, only comes after you if you break the agreement, and the agreement says, you know, like the things that you're supposed to read when you install the app, and the agreement says that you cannot use this information to change your destiny, or to change the way you're going to die. And if you do, basically this demon will come and mess with you up until the point you're supposed to die, and then kill you. That's at least the idea. So, and the thing is, the demon is physically saving this guy, this disgusting jerk. This thing's demon saving. I mean, to be fair, it's guys like this that can cause things to happen. People like that. But she's not dumb. That doesn't work. So she tries to give herself up. She injects herself, saving her sister with 2 seconds left on her clock. Now here's where it changes. And this is why I love it. She took a Sharpie and wrote exactly where in a circle where her sister would have to inject medicine to counteract what she used to kill herself. Because as crazy as it sounds, even if she technically died there, your heart doesn't... When you first die, like, if you die of old age, of course your heart just stops. And your heart no longer works. That's a different story. But a lot of times when people die, the heart's not dead. You can, because people have died before and then they've, CPR and brought them back. People can be clinically dead for a couple minutes, I believe, before actually dying. And there's still that chance of bringing them back. So her sister injected her enough time and saved her. That's what I love about this movie. Is the fact that the main character wasn't dumb. She used her knowledge to cheat. Something you shouldn't do, cheat death. I feel like this movie does set a bad example in that sense. Never try to cheat death. Like, I don't think it's even physically possible. With all the movies that have death involved. Happy Death Day, Happy Death Day to You. She cheats death in both of those. Cheating death really isn't something that I think should be done. Because we all have our time. And if you cheat death, somehow, even though I don't think it's possible, you're extending your time when you shouldn't be there. And that might not be what people want to hear. Like, I'm not saying, like, if someone's sick and they should die because they're sick. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying someone who is, like, if you're gonna get in a car accident, then that is your time if you die in that car accident. Because, and like, I don't know what would happen, and I don't ever want to find out, but in a lot of movies, if you change your destiny, the world around you gets affected by that. And then there's several horror movies, or movies in general, where someone cheats death, and then other people start dying to compensate for it. And honestly, spoiler alert, spoiler alert for a game called Life is Strange. This is a perfect example of this, and apologies if anyone wanted to play it, because I know some people who watch my channel haven't seen it and probably want to see it. Eventually I'll do a playthrough of it, but it's just such a good example for this, I want to talk about it. In the very first episode of Life is Strange, Max saves Chloe in the bathroom from dying. She's supposed to get shot there. She actually literally sees her get shot, and she has this rewind ability. Basically, all the 5 episodes lead up to this choice of either going back in time and sacrificing Chloe, or sacrificing Arcadia Bay. The butterfly effect or chaos theory, both of those are an effect in here. But basically, because Max saved Chloe, the world made this storm to kill Arcadia Bay, to then balance out what Max did. Because if you sacrifice Chloe, the storm never happens, because there's no imbalance. And that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know if our world would work like that. I don't know if someone cheated death in their improper moment, if it would cause something drastic to happen. Because it's a theory that's out there. It's not like this is coming out of thin air. It's that game and the movies are based off of real theories. So for all I know, it could be an actual thing. But we just haven't had anyone who's been able to do it, as far as I know. To be fair, though, I don't think they probably want to talk about it, because then they could be like, oh, you're the fault for this and that and this and that. And it's like, But I don't know if that is the case or not. I have no idea. And I really don't want to try to find that out. So, because see, in this universe, nothing seems to be getting affected. They both survived. So far, nothing's affected. And now, this is the last thing that I don't like about the movie. It ends. And same issue I had with Escape Room. I haven't done a review for that. I will do one. But Escape Room was a bit worse in its ending. But this one ends with her looking at her phone after going to visit her mother's grave. And it says, Countdown 2 app is installed. And I'm like, or Countdown 2 app is updated or something like that. I'm just like, oh, come on. You had it so good up to here, and then you had to throw that in here. You had to throw that in there. And unfortunately, that's what they did. I mean, I wouldn't mind a sequel, but I don't like when movies set it up for a sequel. They could have easily ended it ended it after they left their mother's grave without adding that. They could have changed something. But anyway, so I'm gonna be this is gonna about do it for this movie review. I give this about 4 out of 5 stars, 4 out of 5 stars, or 9 out of 10, I'd say. I enjoyed it a lot, and the reason I really give it the higher rating than most people is because of the ending. This was a guilty pleasure for me. After seeing movies like Slender Man and The Bye-Bye Man, I was struggling through those movies sometimes. I mean, I enjoyed watching them the first time, but rewatching is struggle. I feel I could rewatch I think I'm done yawning now, I hope. I feel I could rewatch Countdown and not be bored. And for me, that's why I give it a higher rating, is because the character's not dumb, the ending was good, and I enjoyed it. Because I feel that when a movie has a good ending, the rest of it just kind of falls into place. I'm not too particular on this and that, and this and that, this and that, how common I see this, and if it just used something common, like the description scenes, and make them more creative, then it'll make the movie better. Of course it will. But stereotypical stuff can still be enjoyable. So I'm going to be playing the Countdown trailer. I don't know if I'm playing the Hush trailer, but definitely Countdown either before or after. Sometime there. So this will probably go up on the 30th as well. I'll probably edit it and upload it before I leave to go somewhere. Hopefully. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Our phones have become essential. Apps keep track of our schedules, our fitness, our love lives. But what if an app could tell you how long
I got 63 years.
57 years.
before you die? Would you want to know?
What? 2 days?
This app, it's fake, obviously.
My girlfriend said the same thing. It knew. That app said she was gonna die.
Whatever's happening to us, I think it's because of this app. I need a new phone. A new phone, new number, new service.
Anything else I can help you with?
No.
countdown app. It's really just a random number with a clock. It's not that scary, but it seems like it worked on YouTube clowns.
This must be everyone that downloaded the app.
My sister, she downloaded it.
All we need to do is beat the clock by 1 second.
Have you ever done anything like this before?
No, but I've read about it. A lot. What if this doesn't work? A fate much worse than death will pursue you.
Come with me.
It will overwhelm you until you are utterly destroyed.
Wake up.
Yo, are you calling my name?